All right, listen up. You're wasting hours studying the wrong way, and it's pissing me off. You sit there, rereading your notes like a zombie, highlighting everything like it's some magical ritual, and then, surprise, you forget it all during the test. What's the point? I'm about to show you how to study so fast, so efficiently, that it's going to feel like you've unlocked a cheat code for your brain. And no, this isn't some generic just focus more or use flashcards nonsense. We're talking real science-backed methods that will have you absorbing information at lightning speed and actually remembering it. So if you're tired of wasting time, failing tests, or just feeling like studying is a never-ending struggle, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to study smarter, not harder. Here's the game plan. 1. The brutal truth about studying. Why most people study like absolute idiots and how to avoid their mistakes. 2. The 80-20 rule of studying, the secret to cutting your study time in half while doubling your retention. 3. The memory hacks. Schools don't teach you. Techniques so effective they almost feel illegal. 4. How to train your brain to focus instantly. No more staring at your textbook pretending to study. 5. The one-and-done review system. A method that makes cramming obsolete. By the end of this, you'll never study the same way again. Let's get into it. The brutal truth about studying. First things first. You've been lied to about how studying works. Schools teach you the absolute dumbest, most time-wasting techniques, and it's making your life harder. Rereading, useless. Highlighting everything, pointless. Cramming the night before, a disaster waiting to happen. If any of these are your go-to methods, congratulations. You've been sabotaging yourself. See, your brain is not a sponge that soaks up information just because you stare at it long enough. It's a pattern recognition machine. It remembers things based on repetition, connection, and intensity. That's why some random embarrassing memory from middle school is stuck in your head forever. But the key points of Chapter 5 in your textbook vanish the second you close the book. The good news? If you use the right techniques, you can hack this system and make studying effortless. All right, now that we've exposed the dumb ways you've been studying, let's talk about the 80-20 rule, the golden rule that separates top students from the ones drowning in last-minute panic. Here's the deal. 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. What does that mean? It means you're probably wasting 80% of your study time on useless crap. Rereading an entire chapter, pointless. Copying notes word for word, a joke. Watching a lecture on 1x speed without pausing to test yourself, might as well take a nap. If you want to study fast, you need to focus on the 20% of study techniques that actually work, the ones that give you maximum retention in minimum time. And here's what they are. Number 1, active recall, the cheat code to memory. If you're not using active recall, you're playing the game on hard mode. Here's how it works. Instead of passively rereading your notes, you force your brain to retrieve the information, like answering a test question, over and over again. Example. Instead of rereading a page, close the book and try to recall the main points from memory. Can't do it? Look again, then test yourself again. This struggle is what makes your brain remember. Your brain treats information like a muscle. If you don't force it to work, it doesn't get stronger. Rereading is like watching someone else do push-ups and expecting to get ripped. That's not how it works. Number 2, the faster you forget, the more you need to recall. Ever noticed how you forget things stupidly fast? There's a reason for that. It's called the forgetting curve. Your brain starts deleting information almost immediately unless you signal that it's important. Fix it with this. Use spaced repetition. Study something, then test yourself after. 10 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, 3 days, 1 week. Each time you retrieve it, the memory gets stronger. This is how you make information stick permanently instead of cramming and forgetting. Number 3, focus like a sniper. Destroy distractions. Let's be real, your attention span is trash. You sit down to study, and 5 minutes later, you're on your phone scrolling through memes. This is killing your productivity.